Hey everyone, Stephanie Lucrecio coming to you live from my newest segment that we'll be doing for Children's Health Defense, the Community Corner. And I'm so excited to have this special guest with us today, LeeAnn Ducat, who is a warrior mom out in Connecticut. She is leading the charge tomorrow at the state capitol, fighting for the lives of children and adults, all Connecticut residents who are at risk of having their religious exemptions removed permanently. The stakes have never been higher in Connecticut, so I felt it was very important to have her come on today to share a little bit about what they're dealing with and how we can help from all over the country and the world. We need to rally behind these states. I say it all the time. We are one big medical freedom family. So what happens in Connecticut affects every other state around the country. It is important to stay on the pulse of what's going on because we learn from every state that falls. We learn from every state that wins. We learn from every piece of legislation that's introduced, good, bad, or indifferent. So it's very important to have these important conversations. And I'm very excited that Children's Health Defense has created a specific area for advocacy and grassroots efforts to live. So I'm super honored to be here. I'm going to bring LeeAnn in right now. She is coming live with her son, Wyatt. Welcome, LeeAnn. Thank you so much for taking time out of your crazy busy day. I cannot even imagine all the stuff you have going on. So,
good morning, Steph. Thanks for having us. We're really grateful for the opportunity, and Wyatt's happy to be here too.
I'm so happy to have him. So let's get right into it because I know you have a crazy day ahead. Tomorrow morning, tell everybody what's happening in Connecticut for people that don't know.
So tomorrow morning is probably going to be Connecticut's biggest event we've ever done. We've had some pretty spectacular things go down in the past. We have broken records with everything we've done in the last few years as far as attendance for public hearings, people that have signed up to testify for public hearings, length of public hearings. We've made state history with everything that we've done, and this is just a continuation of that. You know, we stepped on the gas pedal and we didn't let go this whole time, and we're going to be, coming in swinging, I guess, if you could say, not literally for those who are watching, but so tomorrow we're going to line Capitol Avenue with families and signs just to greet legislators as they come in for their day, for their session. Tomorrow will be the Senate vote. The House has already passed the bill. And we are hoping to make a very strong impression on what's going on tomorrow in the State House and give pause to some of the legislators that are coming in. Our makeup with regard to Democrat versus Republican is 22-14. So we have a very long shot. But this is something that is giving pause to some legislators, and we would like to capitalize on that, the breaking of the dam, if you will. We would like to impress upon these people that we are a groundswell that has just begun to get started on advocacy and pushback with regard to this topic, and we're not going to make it easy.
I mean, the truth is, just with the hearings that they had virtually, I mean, how many people signed up to speak?
We had just shy of 2,000 people sign up for the public hearing, and the chairman of the committee actually limited the hearing to 24 hours. So only about 226 people got to testify out of almost 2,000.
It's really incredible to see that, because you think about why legislators are actually in the office and who pays their salaries, and the fact that voices were not heard, and despite the overwhelming amounts of people that wanted to speak, they're still just ramming this through. So it's like, who actually do you work for? It's beyond.
That's the question of the day. We keep saying in Connecticut, at no time in history were the people doing the censoring the good guys. That's never been the case. So when we look at who's doing the censoring now, it's legislators, it's members of the press, it's companies with vested interest in the outcome of this legislation. They're all encouraging censorship, and we understand that that's obviously never been a good thing in history. It's never been a good thing that, doing censorship. It's never turned out well for anyone.
If the truth is there, then why censor people like us? I mean, that's the thing that I think is really overwhelming right now, is how hard they're working to keep people like you and I quiet. And what's the reason?
Well, they have vested interest. This will open up a mandatory medical market to 500,000 school-age children in Connecticut. And even though there's a tiny fraction of them that do exercise the religious exemption, 500,000 kids are still about to lose a right. And any child born into this state will not have that right to religious freedom and the right to a public education as guaranteed in our state constitution. So again, like, we only have just shy of 10,000 people with religious exemptions in Connecticut, but the problem is that, 500,000 kids are going to lose that right. And then moving forward, lawmakers have expressed interest in adding things like the HPV vaccine or the coronavirus vaccine, or expand our flu shot mandate from just babies to everybody. So we are, accepting sight unseen any additional mandates that may be added to that schedule, even though we don't know what they could be. And, that we all know that there are about 300 vaccines in various stages of the developmental pipeline.
It's crazy. So for all the parents out there that may think, oh, well, I don't have a religious exemption, this doesn't impact me, this doesn't affect me, what would you like to say to those people right now?
I would say it will absolutely impact you, because one day there's going to be something that's going to give you pause, and you're not going to be able to opt out of it. By then it's going to be too late. So even, pro-choice does not necessarily mean anti-vaccine. Pro-choice just means the government needs to keep their dirty paws out of this decision. This is a family decision between family and their doctor, and it has nothing to do with a legislator or an appointed bureaucrat at the Department of Public Health who has the authority to add vaccines to the schedule at a whim. We're not accepting of that. So we are talking about solutions and what we can do if this bill does pass, about rebuilding and having our own schooling somehow and forming our own medical community somehow, because we're certainly not going to take this, because when tyranny becomes law, resistance becomes duty.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that you just said that. So true. And the one question I have, because when we got on this pre-call, you said that this bill basically eliminates exemptions for everybody in the state of Connecticut. Can you talk more about that?
Yes. So upon passage of the bill, as soon as the governor signs it, it means no new religious exemptions are allowed anywhere in Connecticut. Not for daycare, not for pre-K, not for kindergarten through 12th, not for higher education. So this actually imposes an adult mandate, which is, pretty groundbreaking. I don't see that happening anywhere in any other states. And that's concerning to me, because we have coveted universities and schools in Connecticut that people want to come. We also, we're very competitive with regard to our education. And so Connecticut is going to lose ranking in its competitiveness. We're going to lose tuition and funding from students who may be really qualified to come here, but can't because they have a religious objection to the practice of vaccination. And it's going to cause collateral damage that they don't even understand. Damage that we have seen happen with SB 276 in California and with the bills in New York. We are aware of the collateral damage. We have time and time again tried to present to them, this is what you're about to vote for. These are all the contingencies in the bill that you haven't thought about. Here's 50 alternative solutions that don't require removing rights from 500,000 school children, and it's going right over everybody's head. They don't care. They are obviously beholden to somebody, and there's threatening going on behind the scenes. We're getting reports from legislators that there's intimidation from leadership with regard to other pieces of legislation they want to get passed, that they won't get passed if they don't play ball with regard to this bill. So there's a lot of corrupt practices happening here, and we're hoping that we're going to break the barriers of censorship tomorrow. We need literally everybody that we can get there. They're going to have drones over the crowd counting how many people are there. And I want the headlines to read, Senate votes on bill despite however many thousands of people are there. We need to shake the building. We're going to have amazing speakers. We have the Children's Health Defense Team coming. We've got Curtis Koss. We've got Mary Holland. We've got Bobby Kennedy, who's probably on a plane right now flying. He's doing 12 hours of flying to come speak for a half an hour. I can't, that's so amazing, the dedication of people like Bobby and Dell in this country who are willing to, on a moment's notice, hop on a plane for 8 to 12 hours to come speak for a half an hour to try to get some truth on the record. And it's definitely setting an example for advocates all over the place to what it really takes to make sure this fight gets in the limelight.
Absolutely. And I just want to point out and thank, because I know when we had our bill here in New Jersey, we had lots of people from Connecticut, in New Jersey with us, Pennsylvania, all over the tri-state area. And I think it's so important that we stand in solidarity together. If you can get to the state capitol tomorrow, please make it a point to get there. I'm driving down tonight. I'm going to stay in a hotel. I will be there bright and early with all of you. I know a lot of people who are coming. We have a bus going from New Jersey. We have a couple of open seats left, so I'm going to post the link. I posted it this morning. I'll share it again. If you're looking to get there, we have a bus. We have a way for you to get there. If you live in the Central Jersey area and you want to ride with me, I have plenty of room in my truck. Let's go. I'm leaving tonight, so just let me know soon. In the meantime, if people truly can't be there for some reason, what can we do right now to help you all in the state of Connecticut?
So there's a couple things. If you could go to informedchoicect.org, we have a global petition to Governor Ned Lamont that we're asking everybody to sign. We want to keep Connecticut a place to live, work, and go to school in, and make sure that, you know, the governor understands that it's not just Connecticut residents that will be impacted by his decision to sign this bill. So if everybody could just take a quick minute and go sign that petition, that would be great. I know that Children's Health Defense and Del Bigtree's team, the High Wire, will be streaming the event, so you can watch it from home, but please don't let that deter you from coming. You should come. If you want to come tonight, there is a hotel at 315 Trumbull Street. It's a Hilton. If people want to book a room there, I know that they have availability. I just spoke to them yesterday. Just get up there. It's going to be, you know, a whole family-friendly event. Bring the kids. We have some of our homeschool crews are bringing like kids activities and things like that. We're going to have huge projection screens. We have tons of free pizza that we're ordering to feed the crowd. We will also have food trucks for purchase if you want to buy some other. I think there's a taco truck we're trying to get. So it's going to be a family event. And the reason why we're doing this is because I can't think of a worse thing to have happen than to see this bill go down in the confines of our own home alone. If we're going down, I want to be together. But if we're not going to go down, it would be great to experience a miracle with all of our freedom fighting family. And this is the last chance. Like if you're saying, oh, maybe I'll go next time, there is no next time for Connecticut. This is the time.
The final stand.
Get your butts up there. We would love to see you. We would love to have everyone. And we want to thank our Children's Health Defense family, of course, for all the support and encouragement.
We are here. We are praying. We will be there standing with you. And I am manifesting a miracle that we are going to somehow turn this around. I've been praying on it for days. And I do believe that when a large group, in this case of committed individuals, get together and we start to put the pressure on, I'm really hoping that they will take pause and hear the cry of we the people. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being such an amazing advocate and warrior mom. Please follow LeeAnn on Facebook, Informed Choice Connecticut. She does amazing work. If you're in Connecticut and you're looking for a group of like-minded, like-hearted people, reach out to her.
Thank you so much. And I'd just like to give a special shout out to Kevin Barry of First Freedoms. He has been the most amazing offensive coordinator a girl could ask for. He has been such a supportive figure in Connecticut for the last 6 years, and he will be there as well. He's coming up. He's flying in today. I'm going to go pick him up from the airport, and I just want to give a special shout out to him. And we all are appreciative of him and our Children's Health Defense family and the High Wire family, and I'm so glad that we're all going to be together for this event tomorrow.
I can't wait to give you a big hug and to be with you. Thank you so much for taking time today to be here. I know that you have so much to do, so I'm going to let you go back to doing what you do best. And anything you need, we are here.
Right on.
If you're watching this, get to Connecticut tomorrow. It is super important. There's going to be lots of our warriors. Let's stay connected. Let's rise up. Let's stand up. Let's show up and be the change that we wish to see in the world. We are a global freedom family, so we need to be there for our family in Connecticut. I will see you all tomorrow. If you see me, come give me a hug. Thank you so much.
Wyatt says bye.
Bye, Wyatt. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Steph. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.